Hello and welcome back to the Pulse Social Sports podcast. This week we have been able to talk to Jenny Tomei about her coaching role and involvement in disability sports with projects like Club Bromley. So first of all, if you just want to give an introduction about yourself and what you do.
Sure. My name is Jenny Tomei. So I'm a personal trainer and also a nutritional therapist. So I run my own personal training business here in Bromley. And I also work online with clients, as well as working with things like eating disorders as well. And then I also run a disability class here in Bromley every Tuesday at 5 p.m, which I really enjoy.
And you're head coach of, is it Club Bromley?
Yeah,
now?
head coach
Yeah.
Club Bromley, yeah.
In your words, like, what is Club Bromley about and like what brought it about in the first place?
So Club Bromley is a class for disabled children. So we work with disabled children age 10 and up, I believe. And yeah, it's been going really well. So we've been running it for quite a while. And it was first funded by Access Sports. And then we actually got some more funding by another charity called Smile of Hope, who actually are funding the sessions that I'm currently delivering now at Bromley Methodist Church. And yeah, it's going really well. It's just a nice sort of class for, young people of all sort of disabilities that we see, things like, autism, dyspraxia, ADHD, dyslexia, they all, come along, and it's a place for them just to kind of enjoy themselves really in a nice, fun environment.
Yeah. Why is it important for you to get all these young people involved in sports?
Well, firstly, I don't like to make it too competitive. Like, I think it's good to have a non-competitive sort of environment so they can because I think they naturally are competitive anyway. So I like to kind of make sort of a fun sort of twist on it, and just to kind of, get them to all socialize with each other, improve their sort of mental health, well-being, get to meet other kids as well, which I think is really important. A little bit of socializing for them as well. And some of the kids that we have had, come to the classes, some of them are quite shy, but then obviously, once they get into it, come to a few sessions, they start to sort of open up, and then, they're, a place for them to make new friends as well, which also enhances their social life.
And being quite involved in disability sports, how important do you believe it should be that there should be more awareness and opportunities for people with disabilities to be involved in sports? And like, is there enough at the moment, or like, do you reckon there could be more?
I definitely feel like there could be more awareness around disability sports for sure, especially, I know we work with age 10 upwards, but all age groups as well, even old adults as well. I think it's really important just to spread awareness about it and be able to have the ability to, put on more classes. So, people with disabilities have that sort of community feel, to come to. They have a place to go to every week, to make friends, to have a good time. I definitely feel like more needs to be done in this area to create, more awareness about it.
Do you reckon there are any like current challenges that are stopping it from becoming more aware to people, and like what you could do to maybe like defeat those challenges?
Yeah, that's a good question. Just another thing I'd probably say about maybe looking at different marketing strategies in order to reach different people. Whether that's going on through Facebook or leafleting in local communities, advertising in certain schools, just creating more general exposure really. But Club Bromley seems to be doing that quite well. I guess over time the sort of word has got out and more people are signing up for the class, which is great. And I think advertising in the schools has worked quite well. So I'd say just sort of, looking at different avenues to go down in terms of marketing it and kind of growing Club Bromley. But yeah, as I said, I think working and advertising in the schools, putting posts up has worked quite well. And doing stuff like this, like podcasts, making sure it gets out to many people as possible, which is great.
Yeah. And then going back to yourself personally, what would you say your key highlight across like your whole coaching career or like your coaching role has been for you, and like what's like brought you the most joy from it all?
Oh, that's a good question. I think just seeing the kids come along and just seeing them happy, like after each session, like, and just, just seeing them have a really good time. I don't really see it when I turn up. I don't really see it as work. I just see it as an opportunity to like have fun with the kids, and just if they're happy and or they've had a really good time and they've really enjoyed the session, that's great, and that's what we're there for, to provide that, and for them to have somewhere that they can go where they feel good, they can make new friends, that community feel. And if they're happy and they go away with a happy face each time, then that's my job sort of done, really.
Um, you're also director of operations at Pulse Social.
Yeah.
That involves like obviously getting a lot of different types of people involved. Um, do you also have much involvement with like getting more women into sport, and like just more so all people in the community, just to get them more active and like something outside of just every day like staying inside and like sitting down and watching a TV show?
Yeah, I think we have plans to sort of do that actually with Marlon. He's the owner of Pulse Social. So I think we are talking about plans to speak about how we can get women involved in more sports like going forward. And that's something that we are going to look at. So keep an eye out for that. Women in sports in Bromley is definitely something that, we're going to look into and sort out.
And that's all for this podcast. Thank you to Jenny Tomei for joining me. If you would like to find out more information about Club Bromley, visit the Pulse Social website, and make sure to stay in tune with our social media platforms to see more podcasts.